Manisri Haris Viranji.
Vice Deputy Chairman, sir. Sir, in the preamble of the Constitution, it begins with "we the people." So the people is the ultimate factor in a democracy, and we are the mother of the democracy. But as far as right to voting is concerned, it is not mentioned as either fundamental right or constitutional right. Now, there have been various judgments of the Supreme Court where some say it is a statutory right, some say it is a constitutional right, some says that voting itself is an integral part, basic feature of the Constitution. So there is no clarity as to the rights of the people to vote. So therefore, I would suggest at this point of time that the right to vote should be made as a fundamental right in the Constitution itself. Now, sir, the fundamental motto of Election Commission itself is that everyone should vote. Now, if everyone should vote, all Indian citizens who are entitled to vote should be eligible to vote. Now, sir, we have got some 40 crores migrant laborers within the country who are unable to vote because they are not in that particular native or constituency where they have the power to vote. Similar is these non-resident Indians who have gone outside the country for the purpose of employment. So there have been instances in the past where a bill was introduced in the Lok Sabha, which was passed by the Lok Sabha, saying that there has to be a remote voting facility for the non-resident Indians as well as for the migrant laborers. I would recommend that this particular section of the category of Indian citizens also be entitled to vote. Now, sir, as far as the electoral process is concerned, sir, transparency is the key, sir. Now, if there is no transparency, the public will lose faith, sir. Now, there have been several instances where in the electoral process, the transparency has lost sight of. Now, why did the government scuttle the Supreme Court decision that Chief Justice of India should also be a part of the committee for electing the Chief Election Commissioner? Why was he kept out, sir? Why is this model code of conduct not being made applicable fairly to all political parties uniformly, sir? Why are these hate speeches allowed in election campaigns, sir? Now, we saw, sir, our Honorable Prime Minister making a very infamous speech in Rajasthan about Mangal Sutra, which was directly targeting the Muslim community, sir. No one took action on that, sir. There is a provision in the Representation of People's Act that if there is a hate campaign, that particular election itself should be made void. So all the elections of these BJP MPs should have been void if that particular provision under the Representation of People's Act would have been invoked, sir. But nothing is being invoked, sir, although we have got the law, sir. Now, sir, there are peculiar situations. You always say Election Commission taking a decision and it is the BJP coming up and defending that particular decision of the Election Commission. Sir, they are two different entities altogether, sir. Why should the BJP come? Now, here also in this discussion, sir, it was the Treasury benches who are up in arms and saying that the SIR has to be done, whatever Election Commission is doing is correct. It is not their role, sir. It is the role of the Election Commission to come up and say that, yes, we are doing a good role, we are doing it transparent, we are doing it. But then there is no difference. There is no difference as far as the Election Commission and BJP is concerned from whatever voices we are hearing from the Treasury bench, sir. Now, sir, what I have to say is that there has just 30 seconds more, sir.
Conclude.
There has to be a level playing field, sir. The Election Commission should actually engage with the opposition, sir. We have a lot to say, sir, but then they are not engaging with it. This is a democracy, sir. This is a democratic process, sir. Now, this money power of the political parties, sir, is a major concern, sir. In a state from Kerala, which is relatively free of this money politics, sir, a party which is in power over there, the CPM, sir, their assets have grown from 2013 from 38,274 lakhs to 76,625 lakhs in 23-24. That means an increase of 38,250 lakhs in the period of 10 years, sir. Now, sir, these are the problems which we are facing, sir. I recommend that these suggestions be incorporated into the electoral reform, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. माननीय श्री सुरेंद्र सिंह नागर जी.
धन्यवाद उपसभापति जी.